Hello. Thank you all for joining us. And you're welcome to keep eating. Before anything else, I want to acknowledge the heart behind the Leadership Circle itself. This initiative was started by former board member K.O. O'Keefe. K.O. served our organization in many ways, as a board member and officer, as our staff insurance agent and our personal insurance agent, and as a dear pastoral friend to many of us in this room. But more than any title, K.O. believed in relationship. This idea behind the Leadership Circle was rooted in connecting with our supporters, keeping you informed, aligned, and close to the work Texas Alliance for Life is doing, while recognizing that it is a partnership that provides the means for our work to continue. As I was reflecting on the origins of the Leadership Circle while writing this message, I reached out to a good friend of mine, another former board member and a current Leadership Circle member, longtime donor of Texas Alliance for Life, Brandon Fry. And I asked him about the origins and KO kind of birthing this Leadership Circle idea. And he shared something with me that I was not aware of. He said at the time the Leadership Circle was formed, we were just a few years removed from selling carnations as one of our top fundraising initiatives. Does anybody remember Texas Alliance for Life selling carnations? We have one. One does. That perspective matters because it reminds us how far this organization has come and how much of that growth has been fueled by faithful people like you choosing to walk alongside us. We mourned KO's passing this past year, and his absence is tangibly felt when we gather like this. For a time, we were blessed to continue sharing this cause with his equally kind-hearted and pastoral wife, Cam. And she passed away, sadly, at the beginning of this year in January. And we have the opportunity to honor her life and celebrate her life tonight and tomorrow. Many of you knew KO and Cam. And I share this because they represent something beautiful about the Leadership Circle. Not just generosity, but community. Not just funding, but friendship. Not just support for a mission, but a shared life around it. And for that, we are deeply grateful. I'm also deeply grateful that I made it through that without crying. That same spirit of relationship and shared responsibility continues to define how Texas Alliance for Life operates today. And it's shaping real, measurable impact across our state. One of the clearest examples of what that partnership makes possible is what we were able to accomplish together just a few months ago. In October, this past October, we hosted a tremendously successful annual benefit dinner at the Hilton Austin. Nearly 150 tables with people filling around them gathered to hear from Kirk Cameron and others. And the event ranked as our third highest revenue producing banquet in more than 12 years. It was also effective in inviting new people into this mission. What that evening made clear is that when people understand the work and feel connected to it, they step forward generously and consistently. The generosity we experienced that night carried forward to our Giving Tuesday campaign and into our year-end giving campaign, which were also more successful than any year previously. That led us into January, and January threw us a little weather curveball with our Texas Rally for Life. It kept us on our toes. With an impending winter storm and constantly shifting weather models, our team monitored forecasts closely and made the call late in the week when it became clear we had a narrow window above freezing in Austin just long enough to have the march and rally that we could move forward with it. As Governor Abbott shared that day in all of his years of attending the Texas Rally for Life, which he said is just about all of them, he couldn't remember another rally that presented the level of challenges that this year's weather presented. And there we were. Nearly 20 buses still arrived from the 33 that had let us know that they would be traveling to the event, along with countless others who bundled up and came despite the cold. We braved the chilly air with joy. willing to be uncomfortable to speak up for those who cannot speak up for themselves. Heather Gardner and Claire Bordelon led our diaper drive, and we brought in over 15,000 diapers, which is something we can be proud of. We also understood that many could not travel, and especially as ice reached parts of North Texas sooner than it hit Central Texas. And we were very pleased to have them join us online via our live stream, both during the event and later. That day was a reminder: consistency breeds credibility. Showing up year after year, even when conditions are not ideal, matters. Public witness matters, but it's only part of how lives are protected in Texas. The laws that save lives, the policies that protect women and babies, and the leaders who uphold them are shaped at the ballot box. We are now in the home stretch of the primary election season, with early voting starting February 17th and primary election day being on March 3rd. Our PAC team has been working hard to vet candidates, conduct interviews, and extend endorsements. And our communications team has also been working tirelessly to roll out the information about our endorsements and put together our pro-life voter guide, available on our website at prolifevoterguide.org. We are always one election away from losing our pro-life gains. As we do every election year, we will expend great effort to get out the pro-life vote and share information with others on who the strong pro-life endorsed candidates are on their ballot. The work for this is funded through our C4 state PAC and our Fed PAC, and we have pledge cards on the table today and a QR code on the screen. We know many of you give generously, but if at any point you feel compelled during election season to help us extend our reach in getting out the vote across the state of Texas, especially with everything that we see going on right now, we encourage you to consider giving above and beyond to one of those three entities today or on our website at any point throughout this year to the general election. Elections determine who represent us. The convention process helps shape what they stand for once they're there, and what the grassroots will hold them accountable to. And this June, our staff and board members, several of them, will participate in the Republican Party of Texas State Convention, hosting a booth to educate the attendees there about the work that Texas Alliance for Life does to protect life across our state. But also, we're developing resolution language right now to move through the precinct convention, Senate district convention, all the way to the state convention process to help shape what the pro-life platform looks like this year. We're also continuing to focus on building strong relationships with other pro-life leaders and organizations across Texas and beyond. Our team is traveling to San Antonio, Corpus, and Dallas and other cities for meetings, speaking engagements, interviews, and events this month alone. Throughout all of this work, we continue to put out information on breaking news involving the pro-life movement. We do everything we can to educate Texans on the vast resources available for women and families. We conduct interviews as news breaks, and this is just all a part of the regular education work of Texas Alliance for Life. But all of our outward-facing work, events, elections, education, advocacy, relationships, outreach, depends on something less visible, but just as critical: the health of our internal operations. Texas Alliance for Life is in a season of updating core systems and processes that have been in place for nearly 30 years. While they have served us well, they are now outdated, costing our team extra time and duplicated effort. We are replacing our DOS database. If we have any database people out there, the fact that I just said we have a DOS database tells you everything you need to know, with a modern one that will allow us to better manage donors, volunteers, supporters, and partners. We're improving reporting with that upgraded database. We're streamlining email communication, and it will power our peer-to-peer fundraising for our walk this year. We're also transitioning to digital receipt tracking and upgrading our bookkeeping platforms. These updates take time and investment, but they free our small staff to spend less time on manual processes and more time advancing the mission. Thank you for believing in the mission of Texas Alliance for Life, for partnering with us in it. The Leadership Circle exists because people like you believe this mission is worth sustaining, not just for one season, but for the long haul. Thank you for walking with us as we honor the past, respond to the present, and prepare for what lies ahead. As a tribute to the past, I hope you will enjoy the carnations on your tables today, and feel free to take one home with you after the event.